All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Victor Bolden. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his first look is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. First carry for Brandon Oliver. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a carry for Oliver. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time and a first.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot. Hot.
They run it here with Oliver. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out, because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays? It certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run. It's Oliver. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st down, Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the right side, this is Miller. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain at 21 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bolden on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. McKinnon. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
First down, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, Jackson hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
Now Jackson going to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Scott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On the run, it's Oliver. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down now. Scott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Jackson now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go again with Oliver. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a gain there of 11 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson operating from the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. looking to throw. Garoppolo got his target, Pierre Garçon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Garçon with his first grab, good enough for a first down. Here's McKinnon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Set! 319! 319!
And Jackson throwing once more. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Jackson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Dawson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
on first down. Scott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Scott fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, going deep here for Taylor. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate, it might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Now Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Arizona, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So for our entire